What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part 63 of my Total Warhammer 3 Zhatan the Black Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, Thrunbaj Unzaled has taken Mount Gunbad, wherein the Crooked Moon were, I believe, based prior to this, as in this was their capital. Capital no longer, as it is now ours, and that gold mine is ours as well, which is always nice to have. More money, perhaps not as necessary as the extra Lord and Hero, well, just Lord, I guess, or recruit rank. Swell. And swell indeed. We also, or apparently I also forgot to attack KROQ-GAR with Scaff Stonebeard, which was absolutely my bad, but we're going to do that this episode with Scaff and then continue southward both here and here before turning, once we essentially get a border up with the Oracles of Tzeentch, turning upon the enemies here. No more are we going to take any territories, as I've already mentioned here, so this is all going to be Tzeentchian and Khornate while we deal with the endgame scenario. That should make them reasonably strong, I would think. We're looking pretty good already, I think. We've got 151 settlements at turn 100, which is pretty decent, I would say. Let's see, defensive lines are a little bit low on allies and stuff, but, you know, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just taking, I haven't actually taken a look at this, these stats in a while, and yeah, yeah, so that thing is bugged. The Tower of Zharr thing that reduces upkeep and construction cost is indeed bugged, because we used to be able to see it, but now we can't. Really quite a shame. I wonder, with materials at sea and that construction cost reduction by 20% and another 20% for Masterful Architect, things would have been nearly free, and definitely free anywhere where there was a Creator Lord, I think. Quite a shame, but oh well. Anyway, let's begin by building some stuff, and then we'll do some fighting, as we like to do. Temple Guard, we'll start with you. There isn't really all that much left in terms of buildings, as we've got most of the stuff currently being constructed, so at this point in the game, we're approaching the time where admin falls off, as in it'll become really, really fast shortly, which I'm pretty appreciative of. Let's see, Desolation of Asgore. Not that I don't really like admin, I do enjoy admin, but, you know, one of the problems with the late game is it often gets a little bit too much. Tara Vashung, you are very, very far, so we can just do capacities and stuff here. Ash level, and... oh, we have all the other capacities here. Huh. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. There's then nothing to build here. We could do a Incinerator, or we could do a Tower of Hashut, but at the cost, even right now, I don't think we're gonna bother. Let's do that. Once again, once we have a little bit of raw material to spare, then we can do the Tower of Hashuts. Let's see, go for the Tribute Shrine, go for the Fire Enclave, and go for the Great Kiln. Upgrade, and... Karakaraziak. Well, once again, we don't really need the money buildings, so we're just going to go for more capacity, which means an Ash level right there. Alright, hey, it's one of our convoys. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, this convoy might get killed by Thorgrim. Well, that's a shame. It seems pretty likely that it will. This army is certainly not good enough. Well, if we lose a convoy, we lose a convoy. What can you do? Let's keep upgrading what we can before we run out of materials, which is about to happen right now. And, oh, the assembly line actually costs, it costs labor. I hadn't realized that, my bad. And it's fine, though. Not like it's gonna be prioritized. Desolation of Nagash. I guess similarly we're gonna go capacity, so Ash level here. Yeah. This is all fine. You provide a little bit in terms of raw materials, but not anything crazy. Now look, the Great Halls of Nagash's are nearly ready. Not that it would be providing any value to us, mind you, but, you know, it's something. Devil's Backbone, you're up next. Yes to the Dreadquake Mortar, the high-leveled one. And Mahrak, did I not build walls here? My bad, Mahrak. Why did I not do that? That should have definitely been prioritized. Okay, Eastern Badlands, you're up next, and definitely get those walls up and running as well. Everywhere getting nice and walled up. It's looking like we should be able to have all the walls up and running by the endgame scenario, which is in 10 to 15 turns, I believe. Alright. I'm getting real close now. It'll start getting dicey again very soon. Walls up here, and hopefully those plagues run their courses. You are a gunsmith, you are a gunsmith, so I guess we are going to go for Castellan capacity. Alrighty, and I believe that's... nope, a little bit more. Alright, let's get that Grand Manufactory here at the Monument to the Moon, and now that's it. Ooh, that also reminds me. If we go here with Overseer the Black... go to the lair of the Troll King and then colonize his factory. Then we can transfer this to Wintertooth and then all of this stuff as well, which we're gonna do right now. Kill. Auto-resolve this. Sorry, Castelton, I believe you're done for. Free Book of Ashur. Nice. Let's go for labor. At this point, 10 labor is worth more than 335 money or whatever it is. Kigel, yep, Great Orthodoxy destroyed, and you are a Sorcerer Prophet, but you're gonna get replaced by a level 50. So, yeah. Sorry, buddy. Now you can start moving back towards Prague, wherein we will get you a new army. We will also be transferring stuff. So, Lair of the Troll King, Fort Stragov, Fort Ostrosk, and I guess Zavastra. I guess we could wait a little bit on Zavastra and this stuff, but at least transfer these things. All right. Fort Stragov, Fort Ostrosk, Lair of the Troll King goes to you, Wintertooth. Lair of the Troll King will start with you, 4.8. We're not going to take your money. You can keep it. Lair of the Troll King, Fort Stragov. I can. And there really should be a system where if you give territory to an ally, you gain allegiance. That should be a way to gain allegiance, in my opinion. Fort Ostrosk. There you go, a little bit stronger. He's still going to lose Krakadrak when the endgame scenario arrives, and we're gonna have to remember to keep an army up here in order to fight the Krakadrak armies. Maybe we'll send Astrogoth back up north. I'm not entirely sure yet how we're going to deal with that one, but we will figure it out. What do we have here? Ukani Azent. Oh, you're just going to go into this army, and then it's all going to be transferred to the Raider here. Speaking of the Raider... since you're a raider, you're going to need artillery pieces. Damn, yeah, all the extra artillery pieces cost us so much right now, 1,000 per extra unit. But magma cannons it is. That's our standard basic raider army, not a main army, which is why we don't need to try anything fancy with it. Where are you here? And it's gonna take 2 turns? Yeah, it's fine though. And the rest of the army, I guess we can... Can we build any other types of heroes here? Not here. What about at Prague? We could build one of these guys here. Charge, reflection, and weapon strength? Yeah, why not? You can join a raider's army. Which means we will only need a few more of these sneaky gets. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like a lot of sneaky gets, but it's fine. We have plenty of other stuff. No need for archers at the current time. And that maxes out all the recruitments. Beautiful. Won't have to think about that anymore. Alright, who's up next in terms of moving? Scaff, you're about to fight Crocky. We'll wait until we move the rest of the stuff to deal with that. Zork is going to be recruiting for another little while. Thronbaj and Zaled. You have places to be, maybe... Oh, Gorthy, right. Let's have you do stuff. Namely, go to Grand Peak. Can you auto-resolve this? This is pretty garbage. Yeah, they have absolutely no chance against you. It's a pile of night goblins. Yeah, they have a few trolls, but no. Auto-resolve. I'm actually even surprised that you took damage here. Raise for 4.4k. Most definitely. And then re-recruit it or re-up it at tier 5. Honestly, it's a pretty obnoxious mechanic. Well, a late game. In the early game, there's not much use of it, so yeah. Let's see, Masterful Architects for you, at least for now. Then we'll go for the goat pastures. Man, we've gotten a lot of goat pastures recently. I wonder what our upkeep reductions on our Lamasu and bulls in general is going to be. Not that upkeep is any kind of problem. Let's go for, well, no ziggurat tenements, as we no longer need them. Let's go patrol routes, and then let's go... Demon Smithy and lava fields. Perfect. Alright. Easy enough. And then anything left over by the time the endgame scenario will use up the labor and stuff to speed stuff up. Anyway, Thrunbaj and Overseer Vargash. I think what we'll do with you guys for now, even though you do need to move southward, you can't reach World's Edge Archway anyway. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pop you here, and we're gonna have the Overseer stand behind you in such a way that we can maybe get an ambush going. Ideally. Hopefully they'll think, oh look, it's an Overseer. Maybe Skarsnik can move in March stance here and then they can attack him. And if not, well then we hit the World's Edge Archway or the High Place. Or possibly both. I'll think about that. It depends on whether we are wary enough of Skarsnik actually attacking us or not, which may or may not be the case. Anyway, let's keep going. What do we have here? Scaff, you are going to fight, as I've already said. Draji, you are going to go hunt down Belagar, who you cannot reach at the current time. Alright, here's what we'll do. We'll have you, Overseer Jeg Throng, go to Iron Rock. And auto-resolve this. Alright, Potion of Toughness, which you don't need. You're going to... I don't remember whether we're keeping Iron Rock or not. We may or may not be. I mean, if we're keeping it, there's no purpose in raising or sacking. Just talk about his factory for now. The problem is this place is going to be very, very difficult to defend, but we are keeping Black Crags, so I guess we'll keep Iron Rock. And it looks like we can't build the special building at Iron Rock, unfortunately. We already have the Weapons Workshop, so we'll start on that factory gunsmith or whatever. Factory guardhouse, gunsmith. We have the gunsmith. What did I just say? Damn it, Ruinous. Alrighty. You... I assume you cannot reach Iron Rock. Ooh, but this guy can. Alright, you know what? We'll pop you into ambush for now, since we just took Iron Rock, and you can just stay here, and we'll see what Belagar does. If he goes towards Iron Rock, we can probably catch him, kill him, and then proceed towards the Bloody Hands. How are you still alive? With no region to call home, this force is suffering attrition. Yeah, maybe they're trying to take Bitterstone or something. Well, good luck to them. Imric already lost, so yeah. Huh, can they replace their hero with Imric once he's out of wounds, or no? I actually don't know, considering the faction is basically destroyed. But anyway, you two, don't move. You've got nowhere to be right now until your troops get here, which is right here. Troop train, yeah. Getting closer, though. Alrighty, that's different troop train. And this is a different troop train. Astrogoth. Yes, you can proceed to Kislev. And how auto-resolvable is this? Yeah, it's auto-resolvable. That's garbage. There's no need to fight that. Sad as it may be, considering it's frickin' Kislev, but, you know. We took out Serena Katrin already, so... Alright, and Pyrrhic victory, really? For this? Oh! These guys actually come in as reinforcements, I didn't realize. Wonder if we could have drawn them out into a fight. I wonder whether this is worth our time in terms of fighting. Still kind of weak. I will think about it. Maybe we'll fight it, maybe we won't. Hopefully I don't forget it like I did before. You're going to take Vitevo and we're going to transfer it to somebody. And I guess you can go ahead and take Fort Jakova and Nagenhof as well. Colonize this factory. Good, good, good. And we'll give it to Wintertooth or somebody. Probably not the various... Not the various other Chaos factions, because I don't see them being very useful. Actually, I don't see Wintertooth being very useful as well. I see one army here, and one sort of little tiny army here. Where is Throg? What are his armies doing? He should be reasonably powerful at this point, but strength rank is only 37. He has 9 settlements. You know what? If we get up to past like 200 treasure, I'm just gonna give like a 50,000 gold to Throg, or maybe the Oracles of Tzeentch or something, and maybe that'll power them up sufficiently so that they're not weak and pathetic. Anyway, Mad Hatter, we've already gone 3, or have we? Traino, Vargash, Kagel... Yeah, we have, okay. Recruiter Hammerfist. Oh yeah, you're this recruiter. You don't need to recruit anything right now. Not yet, but you will eventually once we figure out what to do with you. Raider and Amtar. You're gonna continue slowly approaching this place. We might get attacked by Talakwa, so we still have to be concerned, and after all, your army is not that strong. Raider the Scourger, alright, you guys. I guess just continue sitting here and seeing whether you get attacked by the High Elves. I guess try the ambush. Oh, what if we put you both into ambush? I wonder what they'll do. Move this. Maybe they'll actually move this. So I know I was gonna global recruit some stuff, but let's allow them to draw closer. It'll be very interesting to see. And if they die, they die. Alright, anybody else? Obviously I moved the Tech Thieves already. Who the heck are you? Oh yes, you're supposed to join the Overseer here, who does not have a mage right now. Okay. That looks good. A Raider Star Taker? Oh, that's the new Raider. Yeah, you can just stay where you are. Erishkagal Asgal, you also have places to be, important places, I should say. You're going to join the Recruiter and trade some stuff. Yeah, you have the Blazing Beards of Bajarak as well. We're gonna have to put that in an army. A different army. Gorth the Cruel's army, maybe? Give him a regiment of renown with the Infernal Ironsworn, although these guys will still be inferior to the Infernal Ironsworn. Nah, I'll probably put that in a different army. I'll try to figure another army as a concept out as we go, and obviously work a few of the suggestions into it as well. Anyway, Overseer Trua, you are here to attack KROQ-GAR, but it'll be Scaff attacking. And assuming that that's it, and by the looks of it, it is. Alright, which means it's time to strike. Scaff, away you go, buddy. You are going to face off against Karaki and Grimlock, and while this doesn't look all that difficult, we gotta remember that this army does not have much in the way of melee, and it is 2 units short, so could still be a good time. Here we go. Scaff? There we go, saying something now. He waited a little bit too long on that one. Anyway, here we go. KROQ-GAR, though... yeah, he done goofed a little bit, at least with regards to his army composition. Way too many skinks, way too little Saurus. But though, to be fair, even then, infantry is going to have a pretty bad time against the Hell Cannon batteries. They may not be crazy effective, but at the very least, this army has the best ones. Both the Iceforge Legion and the Soul of Damnation, and on top of that, later on, we're gonna get a second Iceforge Legion as well. So it's gonna be a heck of a battery, after all this. Anyway, the combination of those Hell Cannons is definitely going to do a number on those skinks, but so is all this crazy spell work that we have. A Burning Head coming out, a Flames of Asgore, all under the Ash Storm, causing enemy to have fire weaknesses. Gonna pop down a Flame and Shadow, Wrath of Zharr right there, Bale, Taurus, Breath, some more shots from all of our Hell Cannons, and just a little bit of everything. Yes, at this point in the campaign, we certainly got the ability to use a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff. There's that Dreadquake Mortar Battery. Every single army that actually starts to approach us is always very heavily damaged, or at the very least, when the army is composed of infantry, especially. And that's susceptible to this. Anyway, we have most of the advantages in this particular battle, I would say, though one thing I guess is that it isn't a very good map for us to be fighting on. This is not one that we can take advantage of in terms of elevation. We are down here. We're also somewhat in the jungles here as well, so that the enemy can flank us, and is looking to do so with their cav, and it's why we kept 2 units of Infernal Ironsworn on the flanks to prevent the AI from taking advantage of that. Otherwise, its army is moving forward, and the blunderbusses are starting to actually fire. It's not all spells and hell cannons today. And then we also have our blasting charges, or I don't know what the Infernal Ironsworn throw, but well, it's working reasonably well for him, at the very least against the enemies that try to go up to him. And there we go. And 1 second, I'm going to leave this on, but I have to move my cat. Alrighty, there we go. Sorry about that, but that was pretty much what I was probably going to show off anyway. Let's see how we're doing. Bounce power's about 80% in our favor. I had about 2 minutes into the game. Basically, anything that moved directly towards our army and down the non-obstructed portion of the map has been pretty much destroyed by the combination of range fire and special weapons from the Infernal Ironsworn and artillery fire as well. The enemy has also failed to achieve much with its flankers. The Cold One Riders trapped against the Infernal Ironsworn, who should be able to destroy them over time, and the same thing is happening here, though at the very least they have KROQ-GAR to lead. Got a little bit concerned about KROQ-GAR, so we did spawn our Kadai Fireborn just essentially to stop him in the trees here and allow us to do more damage to his army and prevent him from achieving too much. He'll have to wait or wade through those Kadai Fireborn first. Oh, and here comes a couple of units of Saurus, though they're having just about a bad time against the blunderbusses, or as bad a time against the blunderbusses as pretty much anything else. And there we go. Our front line here is surprisingly safe. I was a little bit concerned about this army before in terms of it, well, primarily being lots of blunderbusses and hell cannons, and not much in the way of infantry, but it's working out fairly decently so far, and that despite the relative incompletion of the army as yet. It still lacks a couple of things. Anyway, here comes KROQ-GAR with the unsummoning of those units of Kadai Fireborn. He's going to chase the Infernal Ironsworn instead, though we do have blunderbusses firing at him and the remnants of his cavalry forces. He's also down to about half HP, and now it's not looking like he's going to be fighting any longer, as Scaff has damaged him heavily, and the blunderbuss volleys, I'm sure, did a number on him as well. And there we go, just like that, the enemy army breaks. Hardly surprising considering the skink reliance they had on in their army, though I wouldn't underestimate skinks. It's a bad idea to do so. The skink army, or armies at this point in my KROQ-GAR campaigns, are definitely some of the more fun armies that I'm very much enjoying using, and it's always fun to defeat armies that seem like they should be much stronger than you, with a weaker force, essentially like we do with Gordas and his hobgoblin armies, or army rather, which looks weak. Same thing for the skinks, especially when they get nice and buffed in there. Alrighty, well, as usual, we're gonna chase everything down. KROQ-GAR just booked it off the field because we ain't catching Grimlock, or at the very least we're not doing enough damage to Grimlock to take him out before. But that's okay, most of the enemy army got destroyed, and I'm glad we saw the Hell Cannon Battery dish out the damage. These things, I think, have gotten the least amount of spotlight throughout the campaign so far, partly because I don't like them, and partly because they're not very effective. Well, at least this time they did, and I'm looking forward to seeing Scaff continue to work them in terms of their effectiveness. Plus, they look cool. Alright, there we go. Nice little battle. I did enjoy watching the blunderbusses work, as I always do. And unfortunately, KROQ-GAR did not manage to achieve all that much, but hardly surprising. Unfortunately for the enemy, despite their massively superior numbers of melee, they were not able to overwhelm us. And though KROQ-GAR and the units flanking us did damage one of our units of Infernal Ironsworn, at the end of the day, it really didn't pan out. There was a huge disparity, though, between the damage dealt by most of the blunderbusses and the Granite Guard here. And it looks like the Master Blasters and the Ashen Beards, and no, the Iron Pikes rather, both did pretty okay. And ooh, these regular ones did as well. We should give them a name for that. And as always, the Iceforge Legion did fantastic. Can't wait for another one of those in this army. Let's raise the place again. Oh, again, but yes, defeated KROQ-GAR, melee defense plus 10 for Scaff. Great for Scaff, but I still want that exact same thing on Zhatan if we can manage it. Anyway, let's take the curse. Oh, why did I do that? Cursed Jungle is a minor territory. My bad. I shouldn't have raised it like that. Habit. That was just habit. It isn't a tier 5, so there was no point. Because we're going to use up more raw materials rebuilding it than we would otherwise. Oh well, my bad. Teotihuacan, though, can be raised, unlike the other places. Hopefully we can actually reach it next turn. And it'll be close. I would imagine Overseer True should be able to reach it even if Scav can't. And also if there's no full stack, then we should be able to auto-resolve it as well. Alrighty, well, with the regaining of the raw materials, we once again have some stuff that we can build, which is probably going to be like two more of those rail networks. A black iron mine, you need, well, a mine, and you need a gunsmith, yes. I don't know why I had to think about that. It's always gunsmith. Alright, Sorcerer Prophet's Tower for you, and Tribute Shrine for you as well. Peak... no, there was another gunsmith. Always more gunsmiths. And Peak Pass, you're fine. Death Pass, you are not so fine, at least not at the current time. Let's get you those tower roads up into rail networks later on. Tower roads here as well, and we are out of materials yet again, or at least more or less. Now we're really out of materials. And I guess we can't raise any more stuff. Now, I believe that was it for moving everybody, was it not? Let's see. No. Batman, Raider, Star Taker, just to double check who you are again. Oh yeah, you're this guy. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and I'd like to end the turn so that I can do a bunch of admin between the episodes rather than wait until the next episode to end the turn. Alright, we'll see if somebody attacks us though. Skips... No siege equipment? What is this? Oh... Right, Kislev. Well, we can't end the turn if we want to fight Kislev. Let's take another look at what we've got in terms of the armies. It's not bad. It's not going to be difficult, but it's not bad, and I don't think we fought these guys, the Kislevites, in a major settlement yet. So maybe this is the one that we do, especially since this is probably the last major battle against the Kislevites. Their faction is pretty much done, even with the minor settlements remaining. So you know what, I'm going to call it here, then we'll save the battle for Astrogoth versus Kislev itself for a next episode, which is what we'll be doing. Then we'll end the turn, and then we'll see if Zhatan gets attacked by Thorak, and if not, well then we will attack Thorak instead ourselves as we continue to proceed outward into the Badlands and towards Imperial territory as well, though not to take it, just to acquire more resources for our bolstering of the mountains. Anyway, stay tuned for more Zhatan. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.